Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is Catherine, and this is an updated version of a game I played more recently, a few months ago, called Cinema Rosa. It is still in development, and this is a demo. If the sound is a little bit out of balance, I can't actually change the sound in the options yet, but we'll just now, like I said, it has been updated a few times since I last played it, and we're about to see what changes have been made and how it all goes. So just to start a new game. Again, apologies if the sound is a little bit out of balance. I can't adjust that at the moment, and hopefully that will come later. Just start a new game. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, so WASD, E to interact, and F to flashlight. Okay, so start game. Hopefully that's not too loud, but it might be, so just bear with us while they implement the ability to change the volume. I like the music. It's pretty cool. Pretty bouncy and catchy music. Okay. Alrighty.
I walk at night in the Cinema Rosa, basking in the afterglow of our time together, sifting through notes and memories.
Okay, so I'm just going to turn down the volume a little bit. For me only, see that information. Nothing but cool. Okay, so, can we do anything with these yet? No. Okay, so we'll go to the fridge, and so we'll do the fridges, and we've got that. Right?
Hello? 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 Saturday, 9:28 p.m.
Okay, so that's pretty good. And now it's turned on the power. We should see something. Hasn't been there before, something. Yeah, that's open. Looks like something in the okay, moving on. Moving on. What's in here? Yeah, this freaked me out the first time. That's it. Ooh. Okay, that's oh weird. Very fun is making movies back and forth. Always been a cinema that's being burnt down and my parents have tonight. Alright, so let's have a look in here to see what else we have, and the rain just disappeared. Cinema Rosa opens new dance hall. Brian Smith. Cinema Rosa opened a new dance hall Sunday, adding a unique 1920s flair to the casual cinema-going experience. Nice. Very nice. We've got some here. What does that say? It has a person. Brian has a personality. Whose issue? Offended me on social media. Terminate immediately. Okay. Tim. Caught stealing stationery. Must impose strict controls. Late again this week. Said it was for personal reasons. Must investigate. Seems to have higher aspirations for a different career. Huge issue. Watch him in the bird room for signs of personality. If so, terminate. Did I say that right? It is. It did say bird room. Fair enough. All right. Okay. And that looks like nothing. All right. So there was some things in here first. So okay. Wine. Wait. Wine. That was. No clue. The butler did it, or did he? Interesting. Alright, so open this up. Anything in there? Nothing in there. Alright, so this is projector room. Wait, what showed up then? Something. No? I must have seen things. Projector. Something is missing. Probably a film. Film reel, I should say. The projector is a film reel. Alrighty, let's go in at the piano. So we can't do anything with it yet. Oh my god, the flashlight's still That's nice, huh? Okay, so we'll get out of that bit. Turn the flashlight off because it's meant to. We never met again. Got some sheet music here as part of the piano puzzle. So, let's see what this is. Here we go. Get rid of the flashlight. So, the cue opening. Okay, so go. Note, little notes. The note. No. Nice music. That is cool. Pretty cool, actually. Let's see if anything over here. Oh, I like the wind effect. I like it. What is poster. Yeah. No. Okay. Now, remember what to do with the torn posters. So one here and one. Now, I think this game is all about this is opened up. Okay. Now this is really cool. Oh. Okay. Well, alright then. Okay. Oh. Let's go through the dock.
Do you remember when we first met? It was out by the Caroline docks and the ships were sailing in. The pigeons were chasing us around, while your eyes shone like so many late-night dancers. Sometimes I relive that moment in my head, watching you at the wharf as you leave, ceaselessly. I can't escape the feeling that everything would have gone differently had I talked to you back then.
And I get the feeling that this should have been a different scene, but that's okay. Like I said, it's all in development, so we'll accept it. Will it work? Yes, it will take us back. Okay, so we've got a film reel now. So, if you remember back in the projection room, where we need to put the film now, we can look at this, and it does go on for quite a while. So it's London. So this is back in like 1920 something. Casa Power cover 880s. It's pretty big. Pretty big. Alright, so that will go through quite some time, so we'll leave that. And just see where that gave us this order here.
I have kept this diary hidden away from you, locked inside the Cinema Rosa. You're probably already trawling through my things searching for clues. I knew you'd come looking for me. You always do.
Let's see where the key goes. Probably in the room that's over here.
It started as a project between the two of us, opening a cinema. I remember that day so clearly now. I had a plan to meet you in Oxford that afternoon. The idea was to explore the library together, chase down the last remaining copy of Tolstoy's diary.
Yeah, I think I messed up. Right, so
On the way out, we stumbled on this old book on Art Deco cinemas. It was the perfect project. A way for us to live out 100 different lives. The fire in the projection room. The accident in the lobby. The newspapers began calling the place haunted. Maybe they were onto something.
Okay, sorry guys, that was my fault. I somehow messed it all up and it all flanked it in together. But that's okay. Again, it looks like they brought up a different thing. That's okay. Here we go. In the lobby here. Here we go. Through here. That is where. Okay. This looks different. Now, what was that ticket? F14. G. Fill 14. There we go.
I've written out these directions. Read them carefully, so there won't be any mistake.
Darling, that's me. July 1st, 5 o'clock, 102nd floor, top of the Empire State Building.
Yes. That's it right there. It's the tallest building in the world. You can't miss that.
No.
It's the nearest thing to heaven we have in New York. You sure you take the elevator? Well, until we meet again, take care of yourself.
Actual film.
The next week we saw the opening of a film. Imagine that. Seeing a premiere in your very own cinema. I remember that vacant stare you had on the way out, like your mind was playing out ideas in some distant universe.
Okay, what have we got in here? Open this up. We got matches.
It all comes back to those late-night stints in the office. You had this idea that if you worked hard enough, you could become someone else, someone better.
That's true.
Everything became a sale. Your voice, your movement, your belief system. Anything that wasn't tied down was sold off, until I could no longer recognize you.
Can't do anything with the phone, and we've got a matchbox, so we need to revisit the... Wait, no, we need to go this way again. Okay, so we need to go to the fireplace, I think. Feel's still going. Oh! Alright, so going here.
Months passed until things got worse. I was away on business, and when I came back, you could barely look at me. I saw the fire in your eyes, smoke filling up the projection room, everything we had worked towards collapsing in a single afternoon. Someone had disabled the fire alarms. That was the first time we went to Michael. He was recommended by a friend. Michael worked in this grey, simple office out west, with nothing on the walls. It somehow needed more colour to it.
What is that? It's a security camera. Okay. There is nothing outside this room. Work hard. Give up all desire. Asking for more is entitlement. Entitlement is worse than greed. Never stop working. There is nothing outside this room. Nothing in the drawer. I am beginning to suspect that there is something outside this room, but everything keeps telling me otherwise. The phone rang today. A woman's voice was on the line. She kept repeating the same few words. But what does it all mean? A man's mind begins to rot when he cannot colour his lot. From the likes of Hayward, O'Hara and the Devil's Lair to the colour of a woman's hair. From a line which cannot be crossed to a cause appealing as lives are lost. From a fish that leads him astray to the last of the words I shall say, from the heart do I implore to be careful with what you just read. All right. Okay, so no, can't do anything. Oh, hello. Are we calling someone? I think we are. Maybe? Are we? No? Okay. Look. In color theory, the colors red, green, and blue are combined using light to make a variety of different colors. Known as RGB, the system is typically used in the creation of computer graphics and graphic design. First channel R is red channel, second channel G is green, third channel B is blue. Maximum input for any one channel is 255. Green, for example, will be 000, 255 is 000. So let's try that. To mess that up. Green. Okay. So I think giving the title of the game and the color of this room, we may be looking for a more specific color. So the first one red, so 2, 5, 5. There we go. Look at that. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's go for a bit of a walk. See what this has to offer. So,
Michael said he couldn't help. It had gone on too long. It was already infecting your brain, seeping through neural networks like a worm through soil, erasing every memory.
It's like a waterfall going up. What is that worm thing I was talking about? I don't know. There seems to be something over to the right. It's a chair. That's pretty cool, actually. Let's go for a bit of a walk and see what else we can find. See what else we can discover. I do like this. There's a hot air balloon. I like that chair. That's quite interesting. Those waterfalls seems to be going up. I wonder if that means anything. Worms in soil. What is it right to represent that? Maybe. I don't know. So you can make up your own mind as to what you think it represents. When I first played this, I thought it was like a mind maze. Like you're going through somebody's mind. Ooh, that's quite interesting. Bubbles. That's a broken cat. Okay. That looks like opening to a theatre. Grand opening. Nice. Okay, so I think that might be mirror image, so going that way will be the same as going back that way, so...
Michael phoned me that night. Said it would never be the same. I didn't believe him. I couldn't.
Okay, so I'm guessing we need to go through here. That's so cool. Everything's red. So, something. Everything's quite red. House? No sports or anything. Interesting.
We never went to Oxford, did we? Everything appears and disappears.
Nice. Got a key. Slide? Huh? Oh. Okay, this is new. Ooh. Where are we? Picked up a key though, not a slide. Oh, this is new. Ah. Very cool. Alright, exit, exit. Can't go through there. Ah, we're on top of the theatre. Interesting. Okay, so this may not mean anything to you, but recently, as in last year, I went on what's called a projection tour at the local cinema, and they actually took us on the top of the rooms up here where they cooked all the projection machines and things, and you got to actually look out onto the cinema or out to the cinema and look down. And whenever I saw this thing, I expected to see somebody looking out, and that totally freaked me out the first time I saw it. Yeah. Okay, so go through here. And we're in the lobby. Are we? Oh, no. No. Okay. So, what's here? Okay, that's locked. That's fine. Ah, okay. Let's try something else, because that bugged out last time, the first one time. So let's try this. So we're in a bar type area. And I don't remember we've got the recipe here. So Virgin Bloody Mary, a tall glass, tomato juice, pepper, lemon juice, Worcestershire sauce, Tabasco, and a celery stick for garnishing. So I'm guessing we need to find all those things. So we got tomato juice. Tomato juice or tomato sauce? No. Tomato sauce. What have we got here? We got Tabasco. That's one of them. We got lemon. That was one. Celery. We got that. Computer, which doesn't work. What's that? Worcestershire sauce. That's it. And pepper. Okay. Oh, so wine. Big Sleeper, 1946. Something wine with a late, sorry, I can't read that. A brewerish, with a hit of, no? I don't know what that said or meant. Okay, so I think we've got everything. We can put them in the glass now. There we go. So that's the tomato sauce. There we go. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's go for another walk and see what else is opened up for us. Okay. No, okay, so this. Okay.
The slamming of the doors still echoes in the stillness of the cinema, in the long halls of sunlit lamps and furnishings, of the notes I've left everywhere of what you said that night.
That was more freaky than it should have been. That was really cool, actually. Okay, so first time I played this with this corridor, I expected all the doors to open up on the way back, and just checking to see if I don't miss anything. But that generally scared me. It's a bit of a jump scare. I'm not sure what they meant it to be, but it was. Okay, so flashlight, yeah. Okay, so alright. What does this say? Leave me alone. Black and white, nice touch. I don't love you anymore. Okay, fair enough. Key. Picked up key. Right. So okay. Where is this going to take us? Oh, we're back here again. Okay. So, right. Was it back in here? No. Okay, so we need to go up the top again. Oh, okay. This is new.
It's a strange thing, time. Relative. Dancing for each of us in different ways, depending on the neural networks running inside our minds. How much we've seen and how much we haven't. How much is new in the scene in front of us. I believe that's why time slows down when we fall in love. As if we'd never seen the world before, and its bright, bright existence halts for a second, allowing us a second look.
Okay, so moving gets rid of the subtitles, remember that. Okay, we're back in here again, and the last room is this one. Oh, hello. That's new. That's new. Okay. Okay, and... Okay, so that's just going to be the same, isn't it? Yep, okay. Return, thank you. Film grill. Okay. Right, so here. Is there anything we can do here? It's locked. Phone, can we do anything with the phone? No. Okay, well, I think I've actually reached as far as I can go with this game at the moment. It's pretty cool. I think it's really, really good. And if you do want to support this game, it is going to be released back in next year. I believe around early first half of this year, next year, sorry. And does that do anything? Yes, but it doesn't. Okay, and yeah, and so it is on Kickstarter, it is on Discord, and it is on Facebook and Twitter. So yeah, I'm personally backed it, and I hope that it gets what it needs. And yeah, it's a pretty cool game so far. I personally like it. It gives a bit of a mystery, and I'd like to see what is in store, what the developers have. So I'm gonna stop. Why can music stop? Okay. Anyway, so just gonna stop it here, and it's gone on for a while. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.